Hello, hello. Good morning. Good morning. My Pacific California people are just waking up right now, 6:45 a.m. and my East Coast, 9:45. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Let me tell you something, ladies. We are still positioned well. We are positioned well. Do you know how we know that? Do you know how I know that? Because there's a lot of people that have been helped by you. They've already given you testimonials. They have already given you 5-star reviews. They've sent you accolades in email and text. And so you are needed. You are needed. And so today and throughout this whole week, I might continue it for the month, but I know at least for this week, I will be coming live to you every day. It'll be different times because I have coaching. But my heart wants to be sure that I fortify you so that you can show up powerfully and even know and understand how to move forward powerfully so that you can be seen as a powerhouse, as a leader, as even, I might say, a thought leader. Okay, do you know what a thought leader? Well, I'll get into it. Welcome, welcome. All right, let me pull out my notes because I don't want to miss a thing. So I am talking directly to you right now because someone has to give it to you straight. And I've always been a straight shooter. Everyone has always said that about me. So holding nothing back and always in the interest of you, the best interest of you. That's how to move forward powerfully. So give me a 1 in the comments if you're ready to dust yourself off. You know, we kind of got pissed on Friday and if not pissed, in a whirlwind of confusion. So we're going to dust ourselves off and move forward powerfully today. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1 in the comments. 1 in the comments. 1 in the comments. All right. Of course you are. Do you know why? Because you're a pro. You are a leader. You're a CEO. And CEOs and leaders face anything and come out always better. We always come out the other side better. And the novices, the ones who are wobbly, not sure, will see this as the season to cut ties, to perhaps not renew their license, to get out of the biz because it's going to get harder. And maybe this is my cue that I need to get a full-time job to make things easier. And guess what? That's their choice. That's their decision. But if you're in this because you love it, like I am, because you're passionate about it, then we've got to get a plan together and get it moving, right? So I'm going to let you know I'll be here 20 minutes max. So I will be concise and as straightforward as I can, knowing that I will come back again tomorrow and throughout this week. So let's start off at the beginning. You got your real estate license for a reason. And that reason hasn't changed, right? You wanted time and or money freedom. You love all things home, all things real estate. You love helping people with something so intimate, ultimately personal as their safe haven, their home. And the lawsuit hasn't changed that. Give me a 2 if that's true. Give me a 2 in the comments if that's true. 2 in the comments. Great. So the reality is that realtors have long gotten a bad rap. Would you agree with that? Right? So yet, I want you to give me a 10 if you've ever gotten a sincere thank you for helping a buyer or a seller, or if you've gotten a testimonial or 5-star review, right? Give me a 10. Of course you have. You know why? Because someone appreciated your highly valuable service. So we want to start there with what we know to be true, okay? That we do offer, that you offer a highly valuable service. So ladies, while the headlines are disgusting, they are headlines. The media loves to create division. If you were ever not sure about that and you trusted CNN and all these news outlets, you can see now how this story is bent. Can you see that? So I don't want to get in the dirt with them during this live. That's been overdone, right? When you play in the slop of disgusting, it makes us all look bad. It makes you look bad. It makes the whole industry look bad. But you are your own person. You have a reputation. You have a client experience that precedes you, right? You have a layer of experience, a layer of expertise, okay? So this situation is just that, a situation. Who remembers TRID in 2015, the rollout of TRID, T-R-I-D, TRID? If you remember TRID, just write, no, just write no, even though that meant that when you say no, that means that you know what it was. In 2015, I was probably closing, I don't know, I'll say 10 to 12 deals a month. And when TRID came along, it said that instead of having the lender get the package together an hour before closing, it needed to be together 3 days before closing. And the fear was, oh my gosh, that's going to be terrible for the client experience, right? But guess what? That dialogue took up so much wasted space because the industry found a way through it, right? It became a non-issue. It is what it is. We worked through it with our lenders, right? We worked arm in arm, we locked arms with our lenders and we figured it out, okay? And guess what? How we respond to this situation is very telling. And if you are truly passionate about what you do, if you are convicted knowing that people absolutely 100% need your service, then what's to fear? And what's to fear? After all, you are an entrepreneur. And entrepreneurs are responsible for their own results, not NAR. Entrepreneurs choose to start a business, right? You chose to start a business, seeing the ability to fulfill a need in the marketplace, right? They didn't have you in your market and they needed you. Like, even as I'm talking to you right now, there are people in your marketplace who need you and they don't know you yet. And so that is what I coach my clients on. And that is what I'm sharing with you here. You've got to show up. And I'm going to give you a dialogue for today. But to finish out the entrepreneur definition, okay, it is a person who chooses to start a business, seeing the ability to fulfill a need in the marketplace, taking on greater than normal financial risk to do so. I'm in it. I'm all in, right? Are you all in? Because nothing in life is guaranteed. Even if you're an employee, they could fire your butt tomorrow. So when people say, oh, I need to go back to a full-time job so I know what I'm getting paid until they don't need you anymore, right? But I want you to know you're not an employee of a broker or even of your team leader. You have an independent contractor agreement with your broker, and you might have a team agreement with your team leader, but you are in charge of your income and your opportunity. So you need to create the opportunity. Today, I want to encourage you with one way that I know you can take advantage of in this current situation, and you will come out smelling like a thought leader in your market. Okay? A thought leader offers solutions, insight, and guidance to people. Boom. That is what you do every day. But I want you to step into taking it one step further. And thank God this happened, because this is giving you a platform or a reason to do this, right? Because while other people are getting out of the business, you're leaning in. They're leaning out, you're leaning in. Okay? And what thought leaders say, it matters. What you say matters. What I'm saying right now matters, because the advice that you give, the advice I'm giving you today is applicable because it works. Okay? So right now, I am being a thought leader with you. I want you to be a thought leader with your community. So as I share today's action, which is guaranteed, okay, with a capital G, to get you seen as a thought leader, What I'm about to say may trigger you, and you may actually resist it. But I want to share with you that when we get triggered or when we feel a resistance to something, that is the very reason we need to do it. Okay. But if you're not in coaching, you might say, it doesn't feel good. I'm going to go a different direction. When in actuality, when it doesn't feel good, that is what's going to set you apart from others and therefore position you as a leader. So I hope you see that. So most realtors won't do what I'm about to suggest, but that's why you need to do it. Most realtors will continue to lament in anger over this whole situation at NAR. If you go to the National Association of Realtors Facebook, yeah, they're spewing hatred toward them. But that's why you need to move forward in a professional capacity to the public, because you're a pro, you're a CEO, and you know people need your service. That's what I want you to know. Now, you know what people don't need, right? Like we know what people need and we know what people don't need. Here's what people don't need: lies, division, finger pointing. That's not going to be helpful. Okay. But I recommend that you go live on your personal Instagram or whatever your Instagram is, be it business or personal, that's fine. But on your personal Facebook page or group, your personal Facebook page, not your business page. You can go there again, but you're going to get the most eyes on your live on Facebook if you go on your personal page. And then on your Instagram, if you go live, whichever one, it doesn't matter if you have a personal or professional profile on Instagram, it's fine. Or I don't know if you can go live on LinkedIn, to be honest. But anyway, go live and tell your community that you are there for them today and every day, that you love helping buyers and sellers get a great outcome, which is amazing proceeds or keys to an amazing home. Nothing has changed as to why you got your license in the first place, and nothing will change about that. You can't let outside circumstances allow you to change your commitment, your conviction. So as you share your passionate commitment, you will be giving off your essence. I'm giving off my essence. Okay, the essence is a quality that is intangible. However, it sums up the heart and soul of it. Okay, so my essence is coming through in my body language, in my words, in my eye contact, in my tonality, in my pauses. Okay, and your essence is what makes you most attractive. Why do we want to be attractive? Because when you attract people to you, there's no better lead gen. And you've got to know that. Give me a 30 if you know that. Put a 30 in the comments if you know that. So as you open your heart of serving at the highest level with your community, staying positive, focusing on what's in it for them, word will get around about you. And I suggest that you briefly share about the lawsuit settlement. Briefly, and here's what's important. So I would say something like, you may have seen the headlines. And this week, I'll be going live every day because I want you to know the truth and I want you to understand what is truly going on here. Now, I'm not going to get into any negativity, but I will say that the headlines are very misleading. But here's what's most important for you. You have choices. You can sell your home as a for sale by owner, or you can hire me or any real estate agent to get your house sold. And the beautiful thing is that you've always had that choice and you will always have that choice. With me, my clients have always gotten the highest value. Just like your need for exceptional legal representation before a judge to get the best outcome. When you choose exceptional real estate representation, you will get the best outcome. And I work tirelessly and passionately to give each client the ultimate level of exceptional real estate representation. It is truly my delight and honor to do so every single day. Now, I'm off of that, but that was for you to just watch. And I want you to notice the tonality. I want you to notice the pauses, okay? Ladies, more than ever, you will need to deliver your words in a powerful, distinct manner. And what gets you mastery of this? Getting your reps in, repeating, right? Going live, repeating. Can you imagine if you go live every day this week? By Friday, how much better you're going to be than you are today? And by the way, speaking of exceptional real estate, now I'm going back into character, like as if I were you, okay? And speaking of exceptional real estate representation, I thought I'd share with you just a 1 minute or less about for sale by owners. You know, in 2022, 7% of homes that were sold as FSBO, sold on their own without a realtor. So that means 93% of all the homes sold in the United States had realtor representation. Interesting note is that most of that 7% that sold for sale by owner knew who the buyer was. So it was either a friend, a neighbor, a family member. So in actuality, there is a very, very, very small percentage of people who navigate the sale of their home without exceptional real estate agent representation. And a few things to note as I finish up today. Lawyers are involved to close real estate transactions, right? And when you use a realtor, that's included with your closing costs, because when you use a realtor, you get to use the state contracts that are already written, you know, in the best language to protect you. And with for sale by owner sellers, lawyers charge them a higher rate to draw up the contract, to review the contract, and process the contract. And I looked up the average lawyer rate in this state, and it's $200 to $400 per hour. So the average for sale by owner seller pays thousands for the law service. So just keep that in mind. Another fun fact is that in 2022, the average for sale by owner home across the country sold for $310,000. And the average realtor represented home sold for $383,000. Now, that in and of itself is a $73,000 spread. And there are plenty of reasons for that, which I'll get into throughout the week. But if you take the $383,000 and subtract the 6% realtor fee, that leaves proceeds of $360,000 to that seller. So just to make sure that makes sense, is the average, pocket money or proceeds to a for sale by owner was $310K, and it was $360K for those who used a realtor. So it's really interesting when you look at the facts, how powerful having exceptional real estate representation makes, the impact it has on your bottom line when you go to sell your house. We all know that we get what we pay for. You can choose to buy IKEA furniture, right? Because it is economical. And then you're going to have to lug it home. You're going to have to find time and patience to get it put together. Okay. And that's one option. Or you can go to a furniture store like Crate and Barrel and have someone deliver it to you, set it up, and boom, you're done. You get the level of service you want. And the more valuable the service, the higher the price. Same with vehicles. Now, I went ahead and looked up the absolute cheapest car that you could buy right now, like as a new car. And it's a Nissan Versa. Never heard of it. Nissan Versa. Yet, do you own one? Tell me in the comments if you own one. Or think about, do I own a Nissan Versa? And if you do not, you chose to upgrade your ride. And there's nothing wrong with that because your vehicle may offer heated seats and the Versa does not. Or it may have a sunroof, the Versa does not. Or it might have automatic seat adjustment for 2 drivers, the Versa does not. Or automatic one-touch windows up and down, or nice leather seats versus cloth seats. You see, the world has amazing choices, doesn't it? We love choices. And I want you to know that just like anything else, you get to choose precisely the level of service that you want. With me, I commit to you exceptional, the highest ultimate level of service. So this is my first video where I'm bringing you the truth about real estate today. I'm going to cut through the misleading, negative headlines and share with you the facts so that you can make the best decision for you. You can go it alone. That's always been an option. Most homeowners who start out as FSBO who didn't know their buyer end up hiring a realtor to get the job done. So whenever you're ready to buy or sell, I'm here. I'm ready. I've gotten ready. I have the experience. I have the expertise to wow you with an unprecedented level service. You get to experience the ABC methodology, which is my signature methodology that I created that's guaranteeing you to get your home sold or to give you the best buying experience of your life. Since I'm coming to be with you live throughout the coming weeks, I'd love to hear from you. What are your questions? Just message me or text me. Yep. I got into this business because I love it and I want to help you. That will never change. I want you to think of me as the heart surgeon of real estate. Might sound kind of weird, but you know why? Because heart surgeons require precision at the highest level. Without your heart, you're not going to live, right? And I demand of myself the highest level of precision to benefit you. And as I close for today, I want to share with you. Now I'm off of giving you like my idea of what would be powerful for you to show up in your market. I want to close with you with sharing something. I want to share with you what is required to be the best surgeon. And I found this from a doctor friend of mine. Okay. And what she shared with me was these are the qualities of the best surgeons. Okay. Check it out. Excellent communication skills to manage a wide variety of relationships with colleagues, patients, and their families. Emotional resilience and a calm temperament, an ability to work well under pressure. Sounding familiar? Aren't these what you need? Teamwork and the capacity to lead multidisciplinary teams. Isn't that what we do as the orchestra leader of a deal? We have the lender, we have the inspector, we have the title or closing company or the lawyer, right? And finally, the best surgeons have problem solving and diagnostic skills. Ladies, it takes excellence to be the best surgeon, and it takes excellence to be the best realtor. When you are convicted of your value to your clients, this is a blip in the radar. Do not get caught up in this craziness at all. And I'm going to be back with you tomorrow with my new edition for you. So if you have questions, put them here in the chat because I want to be here for you. So I'm going to see if there are any questions. Anybody have any questions? If there are any questions. Okay. Hey, Kayla. Hi, Judy. Hi, Wendy. Lori, Jill, Nell, Susanna. All right, there's 34 people. Are there any questions? I actually have a coaching call in 5 minutes, and I need to get myself a drink and be prepared for my coaching call. But this is powerful. You need to watch this over and over again. Okay? Because I'm coming here for you. Because I don't want you to waste 1 second in the muck and mire, the dirtiness. We're going to move forward because you're amazing. And I will come back and answer any of your questions. You can shoot me a message if you prefer, but I'll be back tomorrow. I don't know what time, but every time I go live, the video remains here in our tight-knit community of only exclusively women, realtors, team leaders, and brokers. All right. Love y'all. Make it a great, great day.